Good. I accept that answer. I accept that
I
answer.
know. I saw that.
Good. Everyone else good? Hanging out?
I'm about to go work out. That's what I'm about to do.
Well, then let's make sure your form's right before you get there.
Exactly. Exactly.
Cool. Not a ton of videos today. Y'all been slacking on the form review. I guess you got it down. You got the form down. Fine. But let's jump
Reason and hope,
right.
and you're not. It's not about that pop.
John, I muted you. Still love you. All right, let me make sure I think I hit record. Okay, cool. Let's jump in. Back squat, warm up weight. See how far am I going down? Next video is my heavy. I can't go down that far. Should I change weight? Let's find out. First of all, you look great. Yeah, that rep was pretty good. That's pretty good depth. We're aiming for hamstrings to calves. Something you can try is moving your feet a little bit more up as opposed to so far back. It might keep you a little more upright and you can hit your quads a little bit more when we squat. We're trying to target, yes, you'll still hit your glutes a ton, all the leg muscles essentially, but we want to hit the quads a little bit more. So if you moved up a little bit and stayed a little more upright, you might feel it more. That looks pretty damn good. I know your knee's trying to come in a little bit on the way up. So make sure we're pushing that knee out. But let me see your question again. Next is I can't go that far down. Should I change weight? Okay, so that was the warm up. Let's see the heavy weight. Yep, I think we need to lower the weight as you mentioned, and that knee keeps wanting to cave in. So what you can try, Babs, is moving your feet out a little bit more. Make sure those toes are a little bit more pointed, and you can get your feet a little bit, take like half a step forward and try that. But definitely, definitely lowering the weight a little bit. Because I want all your sets to look like the warm-up set in terms of range of motion. Obviously, the heavier sets, the reps are going to be slower because you're pushing damn near failure versus the warm-up sets, you're not anywhere near failure. But the technique in itself should look like the warm-up set. Your warm-up set is an audition for your working sets. So how you do your warm-ups is how you want to actually perform for your actual working sets. So we can go a little bit lighter in weight. And yeah, keep pushing. I think your feet are a little bit too close, and that's not helping with your knees caving in. So if we widen out a little bit, get the toes a little bit pointed, that should help. And just as you're coming up, really think knees out, knees out, knees out. So I want them to look like the warm-up set, wider stance, play around with your feet, maybe a little bit closer, and we should be good to go. But otherwise, good. RDL with warm-up weight, check form. Yeah, there's that box. Um, Move the box even closer. I want you to almost be scraping your shins. Ride your legs down. Everything else looks pretty damn good. Tempo looks good. Range of motion looks good. Yeah. So just get a little bit closer. Move the box a little bit closer. Get your feet a little bit closer. And we should be good. Yep. Warm up weight. Let's see this one. You said, feel like my chest is not up enough or my back not flat enough. So I don't expect your back to be perfectly straight. The belt is going to help with that a ton. The belt's going to protect your back. So don't be too hyper fixated on you need a flat back so flat that you can eat dinner off of it. We don't need that. We don't need to be too concerned. As long as you're not like it's not like when you finish a set, you're like, oh, my back hurts. If your back hurts after the set, then that's a problem. But if your back feels okay after, then that's totally fine. The belt will help with that. Overall, these look good. Something you could do to help with your back and having your chest up is when you grab the RDL, you grab the bar, bring your shoulder blades back. Bring your shoulder blades back and lock into place and then go versus kind of being a little bit more hunched over, shoulder blades back. Otherwise, I think they're good. Unless you tell me the back hurt. Does that make sense, Babs? I know you're out there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, cool, cool. Nice job. Looking at this, looks like a flare elbow, especially as I get into the count form check. Talking about as you're coming up, your elbows are flaring out a little bit.
Yeah, especially that side seems to be weaker than the other one.
That'll naturally happen. Happens to me too. Just means you're pushing close to failure. Something you could do to like an internal cue to kind of prevent the elbow flare out. As you're coming up, really think about bringing the pinkies to the ceiling and turning your wrist more inwards. I don't see a ton of that internal rotation. So as you're curling, think about pinkies up, pinkies up.
Okay, pinkies up.
When you turn the wrist inward, that's where you really feel the bicep. Your bicep, one of its functions is to rotate your wrist inward.
Okay.
Otherwise, good. I mean, the flare itself is really not that bad. I don't see it as a problem. All right, Maxwell. Shoulder press slash high incline press. Those look good. Let's see the last ones that count the most. Intensity, I love it. Very good range of motion. They look pretty damn good. You're definitely pushing. Looks like your right arm's a little bit stronger than your left. And you have healthy shoulders, so flaring the elbows like that's totally fine. Tempo, range of motion is good. Yeah, Maxwell. No, I like these. I like these. I like these a lot. There's really not much I would change on them. All right, Babs. incline Smith bench. Okay. I want you to move the bench that way. That way. So you're more under the bar, and I want the bar coming to like your collarbone, just like under your chin, instead of so far down here. You're going to put a little bit too much strain on your front delts here. So instead of bar path here, I want bar path more so here. So that bar should be like right here between your chin and your chest, somewhere in this area. We're pushing. Good. Yep. Everything looked good minus the bar path. So let's make that tweak and we should be good. And if you want to widen out your hands and get even more emphasis on the chest as opposed to the shoulders or the triceps, then go wider. It might be a little bit more difficult at first. So you can play around with that. Like if you tell me you feel this all in your front delt and your tricep, then widen out. But if you're like, this feels great in my chest and all the other muscles and joints, then we're good. But definitely let's move that bench a little bit. Make sense? Silence is yes. Cool. All right. And last one. Steve, this is the heaviest day for this exercise. Am I doing okay or do I look like I'm struggling with it? Well, struggle's good. Struggle's good. We can put those dumbbells instead of out in front a little bit on the outside of our legs. So you can almost have the dumbbells come in at like a V as opposed to out in front. If you have them too far out in front, again, you're gonna have to use your back as the lever to lift up as opposed to your glutes because it's gonna make you bend a little bit more at your waist. But the tempo looks good. I don't think you're struggling, or do I look like am I doing okay? You're definitely struggling with it. I think we could have done more reps or we could have even gone a little bit heavier. But before we go heavier, I want you to slightly rotate the dumbbells or bring the dumbbells a little bit out to, let's say, your shins and ride your shins or your legs down. But otherwise, those look good. I'd like to see the side view of your hip bend and your back. But from there, just slight change in where you're gripping the dumbbells, and you can push a little bit more. You said this is the heaviest I did for the exercise. Yeah, let's go heavier. You're getting stronger. Good. All right. That's it for today. Short day. Short day of reviews. Anyone have any additional questions, thoughts, concerns, anything? Could be anything. Doesn't have to be form. Silence. All right. Well, tomorrow morning, actually tomorrow afternoon, is a master class on just handling like social pressure when you're on a diet, like how to navigate telling others that no, I'm good. Let's call it that way. And because a lot of people get thrown off on the weekends because they will hang out with their friends. Their friends aren't on a diet, or their friends don't really care. Your friends don't really care about your fitness goals. They want to make themselves feel better. So they're like, I'm eating pizza. You should eat pizza too. So how to handle those situations more or less. And other than that, we're good, y'all. If anything you need, shoot me a message. Otherwise, have the best night of your entire Fantastico life. And we'll talk more soon. Cool.
Sale, vale. Bye.
Peace.
Thanks, Anthony. Bye.
Bye.